Hello and welcome to Stars Without Number Abaddon Week 3. Nothing fucked up this time, so I'm happy.
Apart from him,
Liam, take it away.
he fucks up every week.
I did.
Cool. So, as per usual, what happened last week, guys?
Our ship exploded.
Yeah, all of our carefully laid plans were for naught, as the ship had a malfunction that seemed to be of lethal consequence. Our ship engineers were hard at work, but our engineer and PCs had to solve it for us.
I lost my best friend.
Yeah, you lost your best friend.
Oh god damn it, sorry.
Boo-hoo.
Sorry, I forgot to mute the...
Yeah.
Never mind.
We also did not advance get anywhere with the murder investigation.
I don't think we're doing that
We
anymore.
kind of did. We kind of advanced on the murder investigation.
Constantine talked to someone, but it didn't really reveal anything new about the murder.
And
Which, to be fair, was why I told him to go investigate the murder.
Then our ship was destroyed by the EDF, and now we're on one of their destroyers. Well, their section.
I got because I'm bad at my job.
After much drama, the EDF came to pick us up.
I also flirted.
We had a confrontation with the CEO of the ship when she tried calling her friends. That almost came to blows, but I forgot that I really should have killed her. And now it's too late. Then we got escorted by the lovely gentleman Sergeant Vasquez.
He's easy on the eyes.
And his yummy boys to a destroyer, class frigate, to be processed by the EDF while we wait for rescue.
And then I got caught trying to spy on one of them.
By spy, he means mind spy. With his mind.
I can read people's thoughts if I want to. I just didn't realize I had a psychic with them.
They're the EDF. That's what they do.
Considering it's this group, he probably didn't want to read most people's minds most of the time. Anyway.
Yeah. Just tell me when you're reading my mind. It's great.
I don't think I would want to read your mind, Morgan.
I'm just thinking of the bit from Earthworm Jim.
I think if anyone read Slane's mind, their mind would like instantly implode.
It'd be like looking into the Joker's mind.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So what's the first thing we need to do, Liam?
Okay. Well, as last week we were leveled up, we should probably start by you guys actually rolling for your new HPs.
Woo!
So if I recall correctly, which I doubt I will, we need to roll 2d6 plus con, and then if it's better than our current
2d6
HP,
plus, yeah.
And then if it's better than our current HP, we go up.
Yep. Done.
Got it right. Who wants to go first? Fuck it.
I can go first.
I rolled last time. I'll go first.
All right.
I rolled for
Good luck.
I rolled for the one thing that I didn't need to roll for, and I was told that you're stupid for doing this.
I rolled with you.
Did you? Oh yeah, but you rolled.
Yes.
You rolled. You got a max.
I rolled max.
You got a 6, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
2d6.
But I rolled.
3 HP. Yep. There you go. I got more HP.
Sweet. No.
I got 2 more HP.
Whoa, are you at 18 con? That's amazing.
Yeah. I have con for my psychics.
Yep.
No, I already had 8 HP, so never mind, I'm on the same HP.
Nice.
Right. I am a warrior, so I get +2 every level. And I have the incredible other foci that gives me +2 hit points. So I get +8 to this, in addition to my con, which is 10. Roll. 21.
Nice.
I'm a partial warrior, so
Wait,
I
how
also
do you
get
have
the
+10?
+2.
Yeah.
I have +4 from warrior plus my diehard, and I get That I get at every level, so I get it twice for an 8, and I have 14 con, so I get a +1 per level.
Holy shit!
Don't think that's right, but okay.
I think it is right, which is
My
worrying.
HP doesn't change.
Oh,
Warriors with the correct feats can get a lot of HP.
yeah, that's right. I didn't...
Yeah, you get 10, Constantine, at least. You
Oh,
get +2
that's-
per level,
That was what the +2 was from.
but you get it at level 1 too, so you should be at +4 at
it
least.
stacks. So you get...
Oh.
So at level 2,
okay.
it's +4. At level 3, it's +6.
Oh, okay. I read that wrong.
It makes sense
We're learning.
for
people.
Morgan to have
Yeah.
that much HP, though. He is a sharkanoid.
So my HP is now 10. If I'm-
Mine
Yeah,
did change.
yeah, if
Yes.
you don't have any additional constitution, then yeah.
Okay, I have 10. It went up. I don't care. Up is better than not changing.
Fuck you.
You're a psychic
Cool.
quack. You're supposed to like die in a fart. It's fine.
I'll mind rape you.
This will just get worse when I get to level 3.
It's an exponential growth.
Yeah, also means I can like drop a nuke on him or something.
Yeah.
Just make
See,
sure
what's
we're
bad
not
for you guys is so like one player who has more HP than everyone else is bad for you guys because I need to build a challenge that could kill Morgan,
Yeah,
which
that's-
means it could definitely kill you.
I'm not happy about that.
Everything can kill me.
It's
So-
very easy. We just
you know-
split the party every time we get into combat. So that
And I-
when Morgan
I said
runs
the
the
big-
corner, he runs into the Cyber Ninja, and
I-
the rest of them just run
Yeah,
into some generic mooks.
That's fine. I send the big badass after the rest of the party, and the scrub footman after Morgan.
It's like a bunch
Oh,
of level
shit.
1s rolling with a level 10.
Yeah, right. The party has to be balanced so it fights at level 10. We go off the highest level here, boys. So. All right, cool.
What's happening?
Every
man?
combat, I'm just gonna scream. I'm just a singer and hide. That's my plan.
And I'm just gonna brain rape you for the hell of it.
What's with
What?
the brain rape, man? That's not cool.
I can yell at him from 100 kilometers away. I may as well.
All right.
Yep.
So we fade up on the loading. The opening scene previously happens. Previously on Abaddon happens, and then we fade up on what looks to be a interrogation room. We see a table in the middle and 2 chairs. One of them is empty. The other one has Dr. Matua seated in the chair. And although the doctor is in the room, she's not restrained in any way. And you can tell that the ships are in Nolgi because we see her hair all around her. Any loose stray bits are kind of floating. And she's floating around. She's not seated on the chair.
How long have I been in here for?
It's probably been maybe 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. Hasn't been too long.
I haven't gone space mad then.
No, not yet. Because obviously they've taken all of the speed. You're starting to come down though.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't. So you don't actually have any of that at the moment. So you're starting to come down.
I've been on
I mean,
speed for the past
that's
6 months.
that's certainly going to be entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Just you sit in a
So-
box and detox.
Oh,
Pretty
God.
much.
Unless I can get some.
All right. So we see we hear a beep from the panel where the door is, and the door slides across, and somebody steps out into the room. We see a man in nice-ish uniform. It's relatively well pressed, and he has an officer's bars on his collar. And he floats into the room and arrests his motion next to the chair and nods towards you, Matua. He says, he looks at his combat. Dr. Matua, is it?
I nod my head. What
Is,
did you say his rank was?
He has an officer's bars, unless you have a more in-depth knowledge of the EDF Defense Force. I'm not sure that you'd know specifically his rank.
I think yeah.
You have talk, so you might as well just ask him his rank.
I worked for them.
Ooh.
Alright,
So
sure.
yeah. I mean, I not directly for the EDF, but like a branch of them.
Sorry, I'm trying to stop the dog from eating things he shouldn't be eating. Yeah, so he has a lieutenant commander's like a pin on his like collar, and on the other side he has like a symbol for a pastor, like a holy man.
For a second, I thought you meant to like the food.
I figured that's why I added holy man, because I figured you'd both think that. Dog, please stop.
We are worshipping the flying
Stop.
spaghetti monster these days.
Stop. This is not for you to be chewing.
Hyper-intelligent space cows?
Hyper-intelligent space cows. It's definitely a religious sect. Cat, dog, stop.
Oh
Stop.
my god.
I mean,
Alone.
that could happen. There could be like an animist cult with several like bovine parts.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so he enters, I nod my head and pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Says he chuckles. No need for that formality here. You can call me Sam. And he like holds out his hand in a very.
Is he a psychologist?
I mean,
he's a holy man. He is trying to establish an intimate connection.
I've been doing psych reports for the past 8 months. I know the signs of one of us. Can I roll something to figure that out?
Sure.
Let's see what I have. What would apply here? Not even. I guess connect, maybe?
Notice.
No, it'd be notice, yeah.
Yeah, connect, wisdom. It could certainly work.
Connect, yeah.
I'm gonna connect because I'm getting around with people.
Sure.
And,
Do it.
Yeah, so you try to establish a rapport with him as you're shaking hands and being nice.
Whiz or charisma? It'd be charisma.
Whiz.
No? Okay.
Whiz.
I have
Okay.
no clue.
Yeah. Well, no, you get the impression that like he's obviously using some of the tricks that would be in your standard
Yeah.
playbook, right? Like he's trying to build a rapport.
Yeah. Okay. It's fairly obvious.
Yeah, like this is like standard military like psych like tactic, right? Like there's no need for the
I've
no need for the formalities
been through
here.
a bunch of these. He says, Sam, and I said, well, pleasure to meet you then, Sam.
Smiles. How do you like our ship? Obviously, you haven't been in the nicest parts, but I've had words with the captain. I'll assure you, I'm trying to get the officers' mess open to you. You'd love the food. Of course, not as good in No G, but we do what we can.
I won't lie, Sam. It's been a bit rough. How long have we been here?
It hasn't been long. It's probably been like a week or two, maybe at most.
It's been a lot longer than a week for her then. She's coming down off 6 months of heavy drug
Damn
use.
right. Damn right.
You should be out of it at the moment, Matt.
Yeah. It's been rough.
No,
I won't lie.
It's, yeah, we noticed that. Not exactly easy coming off dependency.
I wouldn't call it dependency. It was necessary for my work. I guess you would call it dependency.
You know, yeah, that's fine. We're getting good now. And you know, he's kind of noticed himself. He says,
Yawn.
So, what were you doing on the ship, the Kendell? What brought you there? Kind of a bottom of the barrel job for someone such as yourself, with your credit, with your qualifications.
Work's work, Sam. You'll know that.
You know, it's
Paid well.
He kind of chuckles at that. No, it didn't.
Well, it paid all right. Especially if... Well, you met Morgan, I presume, by now?
You know, I've been appraised of our guests.
if you need to find the right kind of person, good place to be.
Nods. Says, yeah. We got, there'll be other questions about him, but that's not why I'm here. Just want to see how you guys are feeling, how you're settling in. Any problems I can help you with at all?
Well,
Not more speed?
yeah, she stops mid-sentence. If I could get my personal effects back, that would be lovely. Yes, that would be nice.
He smiles. He says, I assure you they're being well looked after, locked away until you're ready to leave the ship.
And when will
Unfortunately,
that
I can't do
be?
more than that.
We've heard no news on that.
He looks back down at his his like communication device. He says, well, relief ships are on their way. They're gonna take you back once they arrive. Get you guys back down the gravity well to Luna.
Luna? We're in Luna.
No, you'll be going to Luna though. It's a nice midpoint for a lot of the spaces on your crew. Obviously, we can't take them down to Earth.
We were on our way to Saturn. How are we so close to Luna? Make that the stopping off point.
He looks at you. We're not close to Luna. It's just where you'll be going after this.
And I assume I couldn't persuade you to take me somewhere else? Say Saturn?
Shrugs. That's not my call, Doctor.
And who would I need to talk to about that?
Captain, Governor General of the EDF.
Can I talk to the captain? Or the Governor General of the EDF?
He smiles. I'm sure we can organize something for you.
I have business on Saturn, Sam. It's pressing. I'm already late as it is.
Yeah. He smiles again. He says, yeah, we understand that. I'll let you talk to the captain, but of course, she'll want cooperation for any sort of cooperation. Information in turn.
I have been nothing but cooperative.
She nods. Oh, he nods. Says, yeah, but Captain might need more. Like I said, there'll be others wanting to ask you guys questions, and your cooperation in that regard will probably be helpful. Help get what you want. What is it? Be fine.
Is there anything else I can help you with today, Sam?
He like smiles. He says, no. I was more here to see if you guys needed anything. Here to help you.
Like I
Make
said,
sure you stay on board the holiday as comfortable as we can make it.
everyone would like their personal effects back.
You know, I can see what I can do about that, but
A lot of personal things in there.
policy is
People
policy.
would feel more comfortable knowing where it is. You understand spaces aren't generally the most trusting of you EDF types.
Nods. Says, I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it, Sam.
Dr. Matua.
Smile.
Okay. He floats back out of the room and leaves, and then shortly thereafter you're led back to your accommodation. It's very lovingly called accommodation.
Has anyone else been pulled out recently?
No, you're the first.
Okay.
Of men.
No, at least within your particular group.
Who's in my particular group?
Us.
Like us.
Is it okay? The PCs.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get back there. Do they take anyone else?
No, you're just led back. There's a guard posted, like, you know, a small station just down from your room, which you're led past. You're handed off to her, and she leads you back to the room and lets you in.
Have we managed to find any cameras or bugs in this room?
I mean, there are cameras out in the hallway.
In the room, though.
No.
Okay. Apparently, we're going to Luna.
What?
That's what Sam said. Luna.
Do we have our own like private cabins or something, or are we all in like a bunk room?
No, you're in. So you're in like a bunk room basically.
Oh, yeah.
Space is pretty much on a premium on a ship.
Because we have like we're allowed to go around the ship, aren't we, to like certain areas?
You have very restricted access to this small part of the ship.
Yeah. So which of you guys are in here?
Do we have access to the other crew members?
Yep.
Or is this like...
No, yeah, you have access to the other crew members for the most part. There's a couple of you who are elsewhere, e.g. Captain and Exo, but the rest of you are here.
So which of you guys are in here besides Constantine?
I kind of think I wouldn't be because I've probably done some stupid shit and got in trouble.
Yeah, it's probably a good question. Have you tried to use any more of your psychic powers?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you're in like a solitary detainment.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
What about you?
Congratulations, Quack. You're locked away. I think Morgan is still in the bed. Like it's just like you have like the bunk bed, and in the bottom bed, he's just lying there.
Yeah.
Are you bigger than the bed?
Yeah, pretty much.
His legs just dangling over the end.
So yeah, yeah, we're going.
He's
to
not
Luna.
even acknowledged that you came back.
Well, we're awful close to home. Mars is only a hop, skip, and a flight away.
Well, they say we're not near Luna, but
You know what's on Luna.
I don't
Man in the
want
moon.
to go to Luna, Morgan.
We're not going.
Business and Saturn, remember?
Don't worry about it.
I'll trust you. So the last time I did that, we ended up here.
I'm just
It's,
looking shiftily between the both of you. Like, all right.
It was an improvement over your previous situation. I don't see why you're complaining.
She looks around nervously when you say that. Yes, well, let's drop it for now.
Sure.
What's the problem? On the run, Doc?
No.
No, but I don't really appreciate EDF looking into all of my business.
That's fair.
Did you find out anything about the killer?
We're still
I'm-
concerned with that?
I'm pretty sure. Who was the woman I had the blow up with on the shuttle again? What was her name?
Laura?
Your
I think it
best
was
friend?
Exo Laura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christy is the
Kristen,
Exo.
that's it.
Laura May died.
Laura May
Yeah.
is dead.
Christy.
right.
Yeah. It's like pretty obvious it's Christy. In my mind, anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. I should have killed her.
Should have killed her.
And now she's
This entire
probably
time I'm playing
selling
the
us out.
spoons.
No. She has other plans.
She has a way to get away from here that doesn't involve the rest of the EDF. Sounds like she has another group coming to get her. Or maybe a higher up friend. Doesn't sound good for us either way.
Anyone heard from Gwen? Since she's got locked up, I haven't heard anything.
You should have asked for, a conversation with her.
Yes, it slipped my
Visitation
mind
rights.
at the time.
Right. I'll ask
Did I
for it when they
make
bring me
contact
in.
with them already, or would that have to be
So-
like something you have to say?
What was
I
that?
can-
Sorry.
I can talk with people that are 100 kilometers away. So if I really want to, I could probably just talk with them right now.
Don't you have to establish like a...
Yeah, that's what I
On
was asking.
site.
I've already established some kind of contact with Mature or something. Ordinary.
Whatever that means.
Don't you need your implants to do that?
We've never fully decided on how it works, Adam.
It's harder to do.
Yeah.
Also, Morgan, just a heads up. I'm pretty sure everyone who enjoys your company is in this room. I don't think Gwen wants to see you, but that might just be me.
He shrugs. Whether she wants to or not, it's not her business. I'm
Looks like-
security.
That's true. That's true, boss.
Okay.
Yeah, Morgan just kind of like gives like a shrug in the bed and just stretches a bit.
I'm gonna go and find
wanna-
Vinny and Erica. If anything happens, let me know.
What's up
Okay.
with those two anyway?
What was that?
What's up with those two anyway?
What do you mean? Nothing?
Nothing?
Well,
He looks at you like, huh? You didn't talk to them about the program?
we'll see, Morgan. Time will tell.
While she's gone, do you want me to teach you how to play the spoons, Morgan?
Well, that seems like a way to waste time. Why don't we start with the spoons?
All right.
Yeah, so I go find Vinny or Erica or both.
While the two of us play spoons.
Yeah.
Hey, Quack. So we'll cut to Quack for a second. Have you tried to use any powers recently?
Within the last day or so?
Yeah.
Other than probably not the last day or so.
Okay, don't worry. So you've had a lot more interaction with the crew than, like, with the crew of the holiday than anyone else has. There's been a lot of questions. You can kind of figure it out. They're trying to figure out exactly what you can and can't do. Bit by bit, over the last couple of weeks, they have slowly puzzled out what your
I haven't
aptitude
reported
is
any of my
towards.
teleportation to them.
Yeah. So they figured out your, like, telepathy. They don't know much about your teleportation yet. They know you've got something else, but they don't know what it is.
And I haven't revealed to them at all.
So you get the impression that they know you can do your telepathy thing, but they don't know much about your teleportation just yet.
And
They
if,
know
I'm
there's
in
something else you can do, but
and if the room I'm in has a camera, I've probably broken it by now.
that's fine. They've replaced it every time.
One day they'll run out of cameras.
Is it currently broken
cool.
or?
I mean, all they had to do is place glass and then camera behind the glass, and you can't do anything. If it's a confined cell.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So Matt, what are you doing?
I'm going to find. I mean, what do we have access to?
You have a very small section of, like, a crew deck.
Okay.
Your prison rooms are like a bunk room for, like, what would be crew members. That was obviously empty.
Okay.
You get the feeling that this ship is running on, like, a skeleton crew.
Okay. Do most of the crew of the Kendell hang out in the common area? Or
Yeah, there's like a small mess, which most people would hang out in.
okay, I want to go and find Vinny or Erica. Or both of them.
Yeah, you find them sitting on a table together, having
Okay.
a quiet conversation.
I sit down next to them at the table. How are you two holding
Uh,
up?
Erica,
Oh.
like, looks up. Hey, Doc.
Hey Erica, how are you holding up?
Yeah, all right. They've been good to us so far. And food's as crap as the Kendall, but
I laugh. I just got hauled off to a special meeting with one of their psychs.
Vinny looks up. Huh. What was that about?
Well, apparently we're going to Luna.
Kendall, fucking, Erica nods. She says, always been interested to visit the moon. You can always see it in the night sky.
Yes, but don't you think it's suspicious that we were next to Saturn or on our way, and have diverted us all the way to Luna? There are plenty of EDF bases near where we were.
Vinny shrugs. They'll take us where they want to take us. Luna's a pretty major EDF installation. One of the biggest, if not the biggest.
Yes, which would mean it would be very easy to hide or imprison some people that saw something that they weren't meant to see.
Vinny nods. You think that's what's going on, Doc?
I don't know. I haven't been able to get anything from any of the EDF people, but why Luna? It's bothering me.
Shrugs. Well, like I said, biggest EDF base. Hell, they're not going to take us to Ceres. Place is a trash heap.
Yeah, but all they care, we are the trash. Why would they take us all the way to the biggest and most powerful of the EDF bases besides Earth, just to send us on our way? They could easily take us to Ceres or any one of the other stations and just be done with us.
Erica looks up. Why, do you think they're going to wipe our minds, Doc?
Yeah, I give her a very serious look. I've heard of them doing worse, Erica.
Yeah, they disappear people. They have a black side on Luna. Everyone knows about that.
That's why I'm so worried, Erica. I'd rather not end up in one of the EDF black sites. Becoming a drone for them.
What are you going to do? They're both looking at you now.
I don't know, but I'd rather not stay on this boat until we get to Luna. I don't want to find out if I'm right or wrong.
So you have a plan to get off the boat?
Not yet. But maybe someone else does? I'm going to put out some feelers. Maybe you two could do the same. I can't be the only one feeling suspicious about this.
Finny nods. I can see what other people are thinking, but I don't know.
Look, it's a skeleton crew. There's not nearly enough people on here for this ship to be fully stocked. If we needed to, well...
You see Sloan in the background going into the fucking closets and screwing things out.
Erica laughs. She says, what, we're going to take on a squad of EDF Marines? Well, even one squad kill everyone here without blinking an eye.
I'm saying, I feel like Sloan's probably locked up in his own room as well.
Yeah.
Sloan's definitely in solitary. Sloan like assaulted one of the guards or something. He thought the guard was like following him around.
He's definitely solitary.
It's like he didn't even get to be alone in his own room. There are people next to him, so he's just like, "What are you doing? Why are you here?"
Yeah.
Lauren has schizophrenia.
He's probably the only one with a room for himself.
She says, they'd kill us all or whatever. We wouldn't need to fight them, Erica. We've got, well, one of the best hackers in system here.
She looks at you, and as soon as they find out where that's coming from, they send the squad of Marines. We die.
I shrug. You got any better ideas?
I don't have a problem with Luna.
Yeah, I sigh. Well, I hope you're right, Erica.
She asks. I'm an Earth citizen. They can't do shit to me.
She says she's an Earth citizen. Right. Like that's
Yeah,
struck them
it's the
before.
same as us.
I don't think my papers would say I'm an Earth citizen. No, I guess they would have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if because it's very obvious if someone's from Earth or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says that, and I would say that doesn't. I'm still worried. If I'm an Earth citizen as well, doesn't mean they're not gonna take us to one of their black sites and wipe our memories and put new ones in and send us out to the military. Or worse.
Okay. All right. What's everyone else been doing? Or does anyone else have anything specific they would like to do?
I'm not gonna
I think
say.
I mean, you're locked in a cell, so that's that. Until we can get access privileges, you are stuck there. But we see Morgan next to Arlene Santos, and he's cracked his knuckles and brought some food over, and he's like,
So we
"Hey
probably see Arlene like she's probably like on her bunk, like knees up against the chest, arms wrapped around her knees.
yeah." And Morgan is like, "I talked to the rest of the crew, and they said you haven't been eating too much."
She shrugs.
Well, are you blaming yourself for something?
She looks like she turns her head and looks at you for the first time. She says, "Why do you care?"
There were plenty of pilots to choose from when the shit went down. I came for you because I thought you could handle it.
She chuckles.
You know,
Definitely not the best pilot on that ship.
I know.
And she kind of like looks at herself. Apparently, I couldn't handle it. I chose wrong.
You know, there's a certain procedure that could fix all of your problems.
She looks at you. What, and become like you?
No, not like me. I am built for a specific purpose. Just like you would be.
It's not exactly the most legal procedure you're talking about.
True, but no one would care when you have the top grades.
They're not exactly letting genetically modified people into the EDF.
Well, there are other groups who would need your skills. Other people.
What? Terrorist organizations? Really?
Fuck no. Not terrorist organizations. Free enterprise. I'm talking capitalists' system of governing corporations.
I've done my stint with Saturn Corp. They didn't treat me much better.
Well, that's because you don't have the grades. They know how to protect their valuable assets and to give them what they're due.
What are you implying, Morgan? What are you trying to say?
We are not going to Luna. As perhaps the military might have indicated to you. The CEO made a call. Whoever's picking her up, they're not gonna want evidence lying around.
Well,
I'm
if
saying
it's-
that you're going to die, but I can perhaps save a few people
She shrugs. We all should have died on the Kendall. What does 5 more minutes matter?
We wouldn't have died. I would have told you to get the shuttle out of here. And you would have gotten the shuttle out. The Kendall would have been exploded. We would have still been alive.
Why me?
Because you have the profile of someone who desperately needs something else.
Something else?
Plus, you're disposable.
She laughs. Thanks, I guess.
Look, the economic realities of people is that the more disposable you are, the more valuable you become to certain people.
Clearly. What did you come here for? What do you
I
need?
came here to give you some food.
Thanks. She let go of the plate and floats in the air next to her. She makes no move to go and grab it.
And make sure that you ate some.
She looks at it.
I know. It tastes like shit.
She reaches out and grabs it and starts eating. Happy.
But
She says
we'll
between
need
mouthfuls.
We'll need you when the time comes. You're the only person with the piloting skills that I can trust. The rest are unknown assets.
She nods. Thanks, I guess.
He nods and kind of takes a resting position, watching her eat, and he's just like, "Yep, that's what I'm gonna do."
Between mouthfuls, she says, "That's creepy. Floating there, watching me like that."
I'm security.
And it doesn't excuse creepy.
It doesn't? Well, that's new to me.
Does that work on all the ladies? Or are you trying it on me?
He looks at her like, huh? I even turned down the CEO. You're not exactly the most interesting piece of ass.
Holy shit.
She chuckles to herself, dryly. Says, I don't exactly try, but thank you, I guess.
Hey, you don't need to worry about me. I'm not a creepy, regardless of how it looks.
Sure. Alright, cool.
Just making sure she eats.
I was gonna say, I think there would be a jump cut. I'm looking at Leona. I look down and say, "He bent my only second set of spoons." I'm sad.
She shrugs.
Oh.
You'll live with it.
I always do. I guess I can make them into a triangle.
I always like the triangle. It's my favorite instrument. How did you know?
Well, all simple creatures got to start somewhere, right?
You know just what to say. Straight to the heart.
That's
She
me,
laughs.
warm and fuzzy.
Okay. So, Gwen,
Yes.
you're sitting in your cell. Yours is definitely more of a cell than everyone else's. And a marine. So the door slides open, and a marine in armor gestures for you to get out of the room. Walk towards her.
Slowly. Gwen does it very
Or
slowly.
floats towards her. Anytime I say walk or sitting, assume I mean float. Or in zero G.
Very deliberately, Gwen just does everything slowly at the moment.
So the marine pushes herself back from the door and gestures down the hallway
Is this the same Marine who knew I had powers?
Yeah, you recognize the name tag printed on her chest plate. Same name.
You again?
She you hear a crackle as her out external speakers turn on, and she you hear a slightly electronic chuckle. She says, "I'm the only one they will trust to watch you, pendejo."
Good to know.
Says, "Doesn't make for a lot of sleep."
Yeah, sleeping around this place has been a bit hard, especially with the lack of bed.
She laughs and she her rifle she lets go of it. It stays where it is, and she gestures around her. We're in 0G. Who needs a bed? Hands go back to the rifle.
So where are you taking me this time?
Someone important wants to talk to you.
That'll be a change. Normal stuck talking to you.
She laughs. Thanks. It gestures. Yeah. So you continue. Do you just follow where she leads you to?
Basically.
Okay. So yeah, you're led into a similar interrogation room that we saw Myra in. And she gestures inside and then takes a post by the door.
Is she inside or outside?
Inside.
You gonna stay that entire time?
She she gives a belter nod. So she raises her fist in a belter nod. Says, "They don't want to talk to you without me here. I'm the one who stops you from blowing up their heads."
I can't do that.
Not yet.
There are very few who can do that.
She nods. Basically none. That's why you're important. That's why we're important. Okay. So a short while later, it's probably a couple minutes past. Do you say anything else to your guard?
No, not really.
Okay. So yeah, a couple minutes pass, and a man. Were you ever on the bridge when the Halliday called the Kendell?
Yeah.
Okay. So a man you recognize as the XO of the ship floats into the room.
I think I spoke directly to him.
Possibly, yeah. I can't exactly remember. I think so.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, he floats in, and your guard gestures a salute without doing the full thing, because doing big motions in 0G ain't smart. So he floats in and nods to her, and then positions himself in front of the table. He says, "Lieutenant Commander Utmal Gassal." He lifts his hand in another very earther gesture of a handshake.
I just give him the spacer version of a handshake, which isn't even
cool.
a handshake, it's just the chest bump kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of a very minimal. Everything spacer movement wise is very minimal, so you don't throw off a movement in 0G. He nods. He says, "I have it on good reports that you are a psyker." Or augmented, sorry. I think it's augmented.
Yeah, he said it's augmented, I believe you said.
Yeah, I think that's what we discussed.
We're going dark heresy on us, Liam.
Augmented human. The guy just pulls out the Warhammer slang and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I'm a nerd."
Apparently I am. What does it mean to you?
It means you are somewhat more important than anyone else on this ship. Apart from our friend.
Even the shark guy?
He is illegal. You are important.
Good to know.
He says, it is helpful for us to know the extent of your powers. Of course, you have noticed that we have tried to find out, but it would be helpful if you could tell us. We'd like to know more about this process, and all information we can get is appreciated.
And why would I want to help you with that? I already know as much as I need to know. I don't see you needing my information.
He pauses for a moment and like looks over his shoulder at the guard. And she like reaches up and unclips her helmet before taking it off and like looks at you. What you realize is the first time you've actually seen her properly look at you, because normally she looks at her helmet. She says, the more they know about us, the more they can help us. Doggo.
I don't need their help. I help myself. My family helps me. You know who my family is. They're the ones who helped develop this tech in the first place.
She nods. That is exactly why you are so important.
You might need my help, but I don't need yours.
You don't care for the betterment of us as a whole? The help of all augmented.
I care for people who don't force their way of life down other people's throats.
She laughs. And Amal says, what, you would prefer the terrorists run your society? Prefer the pirates? Let them run rugged, without the control of Earth.
Earth never came to my station.
Okay.
He never set foot there.
He nods. Corporate security does a lot of jobs, but they are all contracted by Earth.
When's the last time you went out to the Saturn Corp area?
He nods, says,
When's the last time you helped our people?
when is the last time I helped? I am doing my job. I have helped plenty in that process. We have put down revolt and took out terrorist organizations and pirates, making transport routes safer for everyone.
Yet you destroyed our ship because our engine was stuck and we were drifting.
Rules are rules. We gave you time to deviate from your course.
You say you want to help us, then you destroy our ship. You say you want to give the betterment of man, yet you lock us in rooms.
We evacuated from the ship first. We did not leave you adrift in your shuttles. You are alive because of us.
Yes, and we could have our own ship if it wasn't for you.
It was never your ship.
No, it wasn't my ship, but it was where I was living at the time, and given a couple hours or so, we could have repaired the engine.
If I had given you a couple hours, you would have ran into a space station. Then you would be dead anyway, and so would all of my construction teams.
And you still refuse to tell us what you've been doing here.
That is above your pay grade. Which, by the way, is 0.
From you.
He nods, says, this is an EDF station. It is not necessary. You know what this is. This is military business.
So, you want to know what I can do?
He nods.
Is the door open?
No.
Oh.
You would have seen the other side of it.
Yeah. How far can I teleport?
10 meters.
No, I've got level 1 now, so I can teleport 100.
Oh shit.
Just fuck their days up.
How far away is the main room?
Are you
where
sure
everyone's
you
trapped?
want to reveal your teleportation?
More than 100 meters.
When I was like going through the halls and stuff, is there anywhere I realized that I might be able to hide?
Not really. It's all pretty plain. There are plenty of doors and stuff that you could have like gone into, but dog, calm down. Fuck now. There's plenty of like doors and stuff you could have gone into, but you don't know what's on the other side of them.
Is there any was there any maintenance doors or anything that was spotted?
There were like hatches in between the holes, but you would know that in between holes isn't pressurized, so there's an airlock on the other side of that.
I'm just going to teleport as far away as I can into a hall and run to a nearest door.
Okay. So yeah, you do that.
And I spend double the normal points since I don't have my gear on.
Yes. So commit 2 effort, I think. 'Cause I'm assuming it's only 1 effort you have to commit normally.
For 100 meters, yeah.
Cool. All right.
And it's per scene for this, or I get it back later.
Cool. All right. Interesting.
Yeah, I teleport into the hallway. Is there any doors or anything nearby?
Yeah. So there's doors and stuff you could pop into.
I open the nearest door, look inside, and see if there's anything in there.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you go inside the door, and it looks like a machine shop of some sort. A few small tools, nothing serious.
Would I have enough time to be able, like, before they try to find me, to be able to, like, kill the lock on the door? Like, make it so they can't open it from the outside?
Yeah.
I will roll for fix, because, like, fix is also what you probably use, like, program and break shit.
Yeah, to break things. Go for it.
Intelligence or dex?
Either?
Yeah, like I guess so it depends. Dex would be a test of doing it quickly. So it depends on how much time you think you have. If you think you need to get it done quickly, roll Dex. If you think you have more time, roll End. That's a decision that Gwen has to make.
Which one's higher for me? Intelligence it is. No assist.
No assist.
Hey.
Cool.
All
right. So yeah, you it takes a little bit of time because you're kind of puzzled. You puzzle it out first, and you break down how you think you're going to do it, then you execute it. And you like kill the lock just as there's like a knock at the door, kind of banging at the door, and you hear through the comm panel. You hear, Gwen, that was not very smart, pendejo.
Yeah, well, neither is destroying my ship.
Hey, Gwen, I'm gonna give you one chance to open this door before I come in.
I don't think I can. I broke it.
You know...
Fixing it. Just give me some time. Unlike you did last time.
She laughs. You know, it would have been easier for you if you had cooperated.
You haven't done anything I asked for, so why would I do anything you asked for?
She appears in the room next to you.
Fuck you.
She says,
fuck you.
She still doesn't have a helmet on. She says, I told you it would have been easier to cooperate. Now I have to arrest you, properly this time.
I was already arrested. You locked me in solitary, away from everyone.
But you were not chained. You were free. You had movement, you had motion. Now you won't even have that. I have to put restrictions on your psychic use. Do you know how much effort you've made me expend now? Now I'm gonna get more fucking
have the gear to restrict my psychics here.
She like does this. I can do that. That's what I do, Buddha.
Sometime.
She nods. Yeah, it won't be much or often, That's because of you.
I'm so glad I could help you.
He sighs. You know, we could have been friends. This could have been easy. Fuck. She like lifts her gun and places it. Like she's not placing it on your back because that's a dumb move that people do in films. She takes like a couple of steps back from you and raises the gun at your back. Now I'm going to have to ask you to open that door.
One moment. That won't be useful here, so I won't do that.
You just teleport to the other side of the door.
I could do that. 'Cause I do have
Just
enough.
keep spending efforts wanting her to waste
I have
more.
enough effort to actually be able to do all this. Is the funny thing. I have 7 points of effort.
He doesn't need to spend effort to teleport behind the door because he gets it for free.
Oh no, I changed things. I changed to a different one.
That's a pity.
I do want to stay in the machine shop because there's useful stuff in there for me, but.
Teleport back into the interrogation room.
Are you gonna play a game of who has the most effort?
Sure, why the fuck not? I teleport again.
Okay, so you go to teleport, and you feel like a block that you know from experience that essentially this is now actually a game of who can spend more effort, you or her. So like, essentially, the way it works, the way the power works, so as an action, a metapsionic can commit effort for the day to negate a perceived psychic power. The psychic responsible for the effort must commit effort for the day as an instant action to resist the negation. Otherwise, the power ends and any action used to trigger it is wasted. The PC they may commit effort for the day again with each spending of effort. That basically you spend effort after each other until one of you runs out of effort.
Does she have to commit
Plus
effort?
burns.
Does she have to commit? Does Gwen have to commit effort for the day or for the scene to resist?
Gwen commits effort for the power.
So the scene, yeah.
So every time Gwen
All the
commits the
powers
effort.
I'm using at the moment are per scene, so I could do this again like in half an hour.
Yeah,
if I wanted to.
I mean, you just fuck with it.
Yeah.
Like she said, like what she was saying is like you just made her job so much harder. She has to constantly focus on this power now. Like
Help us are douchebags.
she knows it. So, Gwen, you can't actually spend more effort than her because you spend double. Because
Yeah.
hours.
I'm gonna do something else instead.
Kick her in the snatch.
Yes. She's going.
Oh shit!
So what does this do?
It
It
means
basically means she can. I'll make it sure she ignores me, but practically.
that's a saving throw.
She gets so she has a saving throw.
Yes.
Through intense focus, the telepath can make the target of a telepathic contact simply not think about something. Whether that's the presence of the telepath, the possibility of committing violence, the absence of important documentation, or any other single potential action or one specific person. Holy shit.
It's very useful.
Well, until she succeeds on her mental saving throw.
I don't know what she's saving against is the problem.
See, the thing is...
Yeah, she would be trying to block your teleportation, and then you would just be gone, and you would just be, what the fuck?
Exactly.
It's funny because you don't need any of this effort, so you can just make their life a living hell now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now I'm gonna hide random parts of the ship.
A saving throw is just based the same for everybody.
It's you just roll mental save and then it's I think for an
yeah.
unless she's a character, but it'll be like 15 or something.
It doesn't say
So
what the save throw is for it.
Yeah. So she has a +2.
It says mental save.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Yeah,
say
so-
what the number.
What the target?
15.
No.
Okay. Even with a +2, she fails. Okay.
Well, that happened.
Check a couple other things.
Failed, the thought remains unthinkable for the rest of the scene, unless the target portrays physical danger or a traumatic threat to something they prize highly.
You know what's a threat to something that she prizes?
Her mind.
Someone wandering around on her ship.
I feel like that doesn't. That's not. That's not how that's worded.
That's also this is her job. This is the reason she's here.
Yeah, I'm just reading a different power that she has.
She would get fired and shit.
Psychic versus psychic is fun.
Yeah, I have to read so many different powers for her. Like, because metapsionic, because she's a metapsionic, all of her shit is about stopping what you're doing.
Or enhancing what you're doing. That can also.
Yeah, or enhancing, or hiding her own powers.
So, could you theoretically make her not be able to see the ship?
No, that's probably too much effort.
Theoretically, you could, though.
Theoretically, I might be able to, but it would take a lot of energy. Like, I've committed 6 effort to this scene.
Jesus.
I have 7.
How much effort does this power take?
All my powers take double the normal at the moment. Then I have my gear.
That's right.
Okay, so she. Her maximum effort goes up by 1. Her maximum effort goes up by 2. Okay, cool. I think she actually has enough effort to resist this.
I don't.
I know you don't. I think this is really close, but I think she still has enough because she gets 2 extra effort from being a metapsionic.
You should have just fucking peach punched her, dude.
You should have just said you were her friend and then backstabbed her later.
This is far more entertaining,
it's
though.
+3.
Yeah, this is far more entertaining.
Yeah.
You're just like,
okay,
yeah.
So you hit that same mental block, Quack. And you looking back at her, you see like she's now visibly concentrating on something.
I want to
But
see
Darth Vader.
You see.
Yeah,
I mean, you could do that.
Wow.
This low level.
Why would you do that? Holy shit.
You should do that.
Gwen actively hates the EDF.
Oh, fuck, she can torch safer. Holy crap, that's awesome. Holy fuck, Metasonic is badass. Holy shit.
She can torch safely?
Yeah. Well, not safely, but a lot safer than yours. The Metasonic can perform a slightly safer version of torching. Instead of rolling, the torching die damage, they simply suffer 10 hit points of damage instead.
At level 4.
Yeah. It's cool.
It's called a goal.
Metasonics in this game are sick.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I always like anti-classes.
I like this new psychic system. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Like, compared to the old system it used to be, this one's you can do a lot more stupid shit with like this.
So, like, Metasonic is, like, actually kind of worth taking now, whereas previously it kind of wasn't.
Same with telepathy. Telepathy used to be useless.
Oh, telepathy was so good for RP, though. Like, Matt used to fuck me so hard because I had it all the time.
You know what? I really wish she had that skill. That would be amazing for her. Holy shit. I should have made her higher level. Alright.
I hope you realize now I'm just gonna keep testing her abilities until she gives up.
That's fine. I mean, she's not going to give up. Like, she's actually not going to give up. But eventually, like... So, the reason you were able to teleport the first time is because she has to know you have access to that power to be able to block you from it. Now she knows you can teleport.
And the reason I'm not actually fighting her is because I have no fighting skills.
Yeah. That goes without saying. You're a psychic.
You don't need fighting skills to peach punch somebody, dude.
I have -1 in punch.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so you feel that same block. Quack.
Yeah.
Would this be a good time for a break, Liam?
I was literally about to send the uptime command into the chat.
That wouldn't apply because we went live before we actually started. We
Fair.
will be back in a few minutes for hour 2. Just sit right there.